they're chasing the perfect swing. They're chasing swing mechanics, they're chasing checkpoints, a host of other things that aren't relevant to what they're trying to do on the golf course. And the other thing is that they're chasing how their swing looks. They have this perception in their mind that their swing needs to be beautiful in order to play really good golf, and they also have the peer pressure coming from outside, from other people thinking about what they think of their golf swing. All the ball cares about is how you came into impact at a particular angle to shape the ball a particular direction, okay? Every single swing that you make is just feedback on how you came into the ball in a particular way to make it shape the ball the way it did. So we're gonna do a 5-part series this week, and I'm gonna show you how to get outside your body, and we're gonna start focusing on the club head, okay? What the club is doing at the bottom and what you need to do in order to hit a particular shot the way you wanna hit it. We gotta get outside our body, stop focusing on our body, and start focusing in on the club head and what we're trying to do with this bad boy. So the 4 major components that I like to look at when it comes to hitting the ball solid are your club path, your club face, your low point control, and your contact on the club head, where you're contacting the ball on the club head. Every ball flight pattern that you've ever had can be explained by club impact dynamics. And this is why the flight scope machines and the TrackMans are so efficient, because they can show you what's going on at the bottom, which is the most important part to golf. So one of the things we have to understand is when you're focusing in on body focused mechanics, you're forcing conscious focus, okay? You have to consciously focus on your body parts, which is no good when it comes to hitting the ball, because you're taking your intent away from what you're trying to do with what's going on inside your body. And this is something we want to get away from. 3 things you have to understand when it comes to focusing on body swing mechanics are that conscious control slows down the learning process, it breaks down under pressure, and it does not scale when you start to increase your speed. When you focus on outcomes, your nervous system automatically rearranges itself, and it gives you the ability to create the movement automatically. And that's the bottom line when it comes to golf. It's about shooting your lowest score and having the most fun. Playing good golf is extremely fun. When you're playing good, there's nothing better than it. You're just riding a high. You feel so good about yourself and you feel confident over the shot. So that's where we're gonna go with this stuff. This is about keeping things simple. And this is how my entire system works. It's super simple. We're not worried about shoulder depth or shoulder turn or wrist cock. We're focusing in on what we need to do in order to swing this club in the proper path and proper face angles to hit the desired shots that you're trying to hit. Watch any good player hit 3 different shots. What they don't do is they don't rebuild their swing in between shots, and they don't start thinking about internal body mechanics when they're coming through the ball. What they do is they change their intent. They're thinking, I'm gonna hit a low bullet stinger, I'm gonna hit a right to left, a left to right. Whatever shot that they're trying to hit, all they're doing is they're just changing their intent about what they're trying to do. And then what they're doing is they just let their nervous system organize itself in a manner so they can hit that desired shot. That's how skilled movement works. And that's what the best players in the world do. If you notice on tour, nobody has the exact same swing. Why is this? Why does nobody swing the club the exact same? It's because we all have different bodies. Our bodies are completely different from one to another. Macroly, we're the same, but microly, we're very, very different. So I'm just gonna hit 2 shots here for you guys. I'm gonna show you guys a nice high cut and a nice high draw. Keep it very simple for today, and then we're gonna move on to the next video, and I'm gonna start explaining what we're gonna be doing next. So when we get into the shot, I'm gonna hit a nice high fade first for you. I'm gonna line up. I need to understand here what I need to do with the club head and the club path, okay? So the club path needs to be going to the left. I gotta get that club path traveling to the left as if I'm cutting across the inside of the ball, and the face angle needs to be open to that path. And if it does that, the ball will start somewhere to the left and then come back and fade back to the right. Looks something like this. I line up and keep it very simple. My intent is to hit a nice high cut, and all I'm doing is I'm making sure I cut across the ball with an open face. And that was absolutely perfect. Started slightly to the left, came back to the right. Perfect little fade for you right there. So now we're gonna hit a draw. We're gonna focus in purely on the intent of what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get the ball started slightly out to the right, and then I want it to come back to the left. Pretty simple. So what I need to do, I need to understand my face to path relationship in this scenario. My club path needs to be going somewhat into out, And because it's going in to out, I need the club face to be close to that path. And that's gonna get the ball started somewhere out to the right, and then it's gonna curve back to the left. Looks something like this. Keep it simple. You don't need to worry about anything in your mechanics. You just need to get that club head traveling into out with the club face slightly closed to that path. And what will happen is you'll produce a nice push draw. Looks something like this. And that was perfect. So as you guys can see here, started it out to the right, and then it came back to the left. Really that simple, guys. I'm not trying to overcomplicate this for you because this is how you play golf. You don't play from an internal body mechanics perspective where you're thinking about your mechanics 24/7. All that's going to do is it's going to cross you because you're not focusing in on what you're trying to do on the golf course. It's going to hurt your scoring. It's going to hurt you because you're consciously thinking about what's going on inside your body instead of what you're trying to really do, which is hit the golf ball and hit it with a little bit of shape, whether that be right to left or left to right, high to low. That's what you're trying to do in golf. Focus on this. You're going to be way better off on the golf course, and you're going to start to have way more fun out there because thinking about mechanics during golf sucks. It's frustrating. It's tiring. You want to go out there, be free, swing the club free, and that's going to give you the ability to play your best golf. So when you guys understand what you need to do with the golf club, golf becomes dramatically easier. And as we move on in this series, we're going to break down each one of these factors, whether that be club face, club path, low point control, and face contact. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel because this is going to be very important for you if you're trying to improve your golf game over the course of the next 6 months. So in the next video, what we're going to focus in on the club face and what the club face is trying to do at the bottom when it comes to impact. And if you guys want a structured program built around this exact approach, go to www.externalfocusgolf.com and I'll show you the best way to play golf. And I promise you, you'll start playing the best golf you ever have because you're focusing on the right things when it comes to your practice and playing the game.